Hey guys, alright, I think what I'm going to do for this one is respond to everyone's response from how to expand your network, just because it might be a little easier to listen other than read a response. 'Cause I wanted to respond to everyone that commented in regards to what the takeaways were. It seemed like the biggest response was having the desire and the confidence to speak to people to add to your network. One of the things that Jennifer and I discussed when we started this, or when we really started to take this seriously, because remember there were two different stages. There was when we became a coach, when we decided to start working the business, and then when we decided to start treating it like a business. Now, when we started to treat it like a business, means that we kind of threw caution to the wind, and we knew that if we wanted to be successful in this business, that we were going to have to invite people. We were going to have to expand our network, regardless of what the fears were. One of the things that I wanted to bring up that's very important. Now, we have gotten some objections. Actually, we've gotten a lot of them, but we've done this for 3 years now. We've never had anyone be rude to us, because we're never rude to anybody, and we've never had anyone say hurtful things to us. The reason why I bring that up is, we're all afraid of rejection, but the rejections that we receive when people don't want to start a challenge group or don't want to start a fitness journey, they're soft rejections. It's not a rejection on your personality. Because we're not with some of these off-brand products like It Works or wraps or just fad diet type programs, we don't have to get bad negatives. We know that Shakeology is the purest form of dense nutrition. That's undeniable. You may not want to spend the $100 for it. That's fine. That's an opinion. But you cannot dispute the ingredients that's in there. So we got that. There is no company that puts out programs like Beachbody does. No other company has a Shanti. No other company has a Chalene Johnson, a Tony Horton. These guys invented the business, basically. I mean, they revamped it. So our objections are usually personal objections from them, not a rebuke of our company. So that's very important. When you go out there, no one's going to say that P90X doesn't work. Well, there's a reason why it doesn't work. It means that you didn't actually walk up to the pull-up bar. That's the bottom line. Or you modified your program so much that it just didn't work for you. Okay? So that's something to keep in mind when you're thinking of objections. We're not trying to sell something that's a fad. We are selling things that have been long proven before you or I even showed up to this business. So use that to help build your confidence a little bit in sharing to other people. If you get an objection or a no, or a hard no, it's not a rebuke of the company. It's not giving them a yes right now. And no doesn't mean no, it just means not right now. Keep sharing, keep inviting, keep believing. Okay, what you have to do, it was said in another video. In fact, that's one I'm going to post today maybe. But their excuse or their reason for doing it has to outweigh their excuse for not. So if they've given you a reason, a money objection or something like that, it's probably just because they've not seen the value for themselves yet. We were saying it the other time, someone could say that they have no money, they can't get on Shakeology, they can't do it, and then, but if you were to offer them maybe a trip somewhere, they would jump up and say, oh, okay, and then all you had to do was get airfare. They'd have their airfare within a couple days. But yet they don't have enough money for Shakeology. You see what I mean? So that's something to keep in mind. Let's see, what else do we have there I wanted to touch on. Ann brought up a great point. She sold because she had to sell. Well, you know what? I don't want to tell you have to sell anything, because we don't preach selling. But at some point you got to make a sale. You know what I mean? You're sharing your journey and sharing your story, and you want people to join with you, but at some point they will click on a link and they will actually purchase something. So it's funny, if you have to do it, then you'll actually do it. If you don't have to, it's easy not to. So you've got to figure out what it is in your life that makes you feel that you have to do it. Like for me, we have to sell because we have to meet the goals that we want. The goals that we have from Beach that we requiring Beachbody to give us are pretty big goals. I mean, they're real big goals. So in order for Beachbody to give us what we're demanding from it, we have to sell. Okay, but we'll never be salesy. You'll never go on our website. You'll never go on our blog. You'll never go on the Facebook where we're asking someone, hey, buy this. We've got a great. Now, of course, when there's promotions, we'll advertise them, or we'll bring them up, but we'll bring them up in a way that shows value, not just a hey, there's a sale, but like 21 Day Fix is coming out. We will definitely bring up that it's introed at $140. I mean, that's ridiculously cheap. I mean, ridiculous. So we will bring that up, but we'll bring it in a way that doesn't sound like, for this month only. And if you act now, and one more thing. So we'll try to find that thin line. Let's see. Pam brought up the invite. It's the being bold part. Believe it or not, you probably definitely have a ton of people that you can share your journey with, because your journey can be shared with everybody. Everyone's interested in watching you grow, especially someone that just had a baby, who's already down to almost a pre-pregnancy weight, who's going to get fit and in shape. People are interested in that. Whether they tell you or not, that's a different story, but they're interested. Believe me, they're interested. I'm sure everyone at this point has seen Jennifer's pictures that she took from our photo shoot. You may not tell us you're interested, but we know you are. So social media is the main way that we connect. People like maybe Ann, I think Nicole's, yeah, we got Ann and Nicole both shares coaches in the group. They're real big on their warm market right now, or their local market. But getting into that social media is going to be key, because the warm market does wear off. So, and then when it does, if you're not already trying to work on a cold market, it's going to get pretty cold out there. So let's see. I love liking the interest pages. Get out there and start producing some value in the interest pages. The majority of Jennifer's coaches, actually probably 90% of Jennifer's coaches, all come from interest pages, such as a Police Wives group, or Christian Association group, New Moms group. I think she's part of a Bull Mastiff group. And that's a process. There's actually a long process there, because you can't just go in there and ask someone to buy something. She never does that. You've got to go in there. You've got to show up every day, start working a rapport with people, and then get that over to a private message, and then start to share your journey with them and get people to join along. So, but that's a time-consuming process. It's probably the most time-consuming, but it is what has worked for us. Anyways, that's what I have here for this. So great work, everybody. I appreciate everyone that responded. And any questions, post below. If not, we will move on to the next one today. So we'll see you out there.